Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to properly clean your Chilipad water-cooled mattress topper system, whether you've owned one for a while and only getting around now to deciding to clean it, or you're thinking about buying one and you want to see first just how complicated the maintenance and cleaning of this thing is. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now the reason why you're going to want to keep this thing clean is over time, if you don't, it may build up some mildew and algae within the unit or in your mattress topper. First off, if you're only using distilled water like the manufacturer recommends, you're already ahead of the game because you probably won't be building up much algae or mildew at all. And for extra assurance, once a month, you're to add a packet of the Chilipad cleaning solution into here. They sell their own, it's $7 each. Or you can go ahead and buy a cheap bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide that will do the exact same thing. So all there is to it is literally once a month, you open up your reservoir and you're going to add 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide. It calls for 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide per gallon of water, and this unit here holds exactly 1 gallon of water. So pretty simple. You just add the tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide into the reservoir, and the next time it runs, it's going to run that through your lines, and the hydrogen peroxide is great at breaking up or preventing any mildew or algae. I like to time this monthly maintenance with just around the same time monthly. I'll get an alert on my Chilipad app saying the water level is low, and that's when I like to add the hydrogen peroxide, because then I'll follow it up by topping it up with distilled water, and it just helps things mix around and move through the system that more efficiently. So I'm going to top it up with the distilled water right to the fill line, replace the lid, and that's it. You just keep repeating that process every month. So that's pretty simple. The monthly maintenance, easy peasy, just adding that tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide. But you're going to want to do a deep clean every 6 months. So every 6 months, every 6th time you have to add that tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide, you're going to add one additional step. You're going to replace that lid with the hydrogen peroxide inside, turn on the head unit, and set it to its hottest temperature, which is 46 degrees Celsius, 115 Fahrenheit. I'm filming with my phone, so I can't use the app. I'm controlling from the head unit here, but you would normally just go into your app and set it to high. And you let that run on high temperature for 2 hours. That high temperature combined with the hydrogen peroxide is really gonna do wonders at breaking down any possible algae or mildew that has managed to build up along the inside of your head unit or within the tubes of your topper. So now that the hot water and hydrogen peroxide has had 2 hours to run through the system, any mildew or algae that was present has now been broken up, and it's time to drain the system. For that, you're going to need a bucket and the drain plug that originally came with your Chilipad. It's actually this little adapter plug that makes draining the system so easily, because without this, no water is going to leak from the head unit or from the mattress topper. You can unplug the hose and not worry about water coming out of this head unit until you plug in the drain plug. So you can start by setting your bucket down on the ground and then unplug the hose from the head unit. Unclicks quite easily, and again from the mattress topper. And this is really a no mess process because it's the same for the hose. It's not going to leak any water until you plug in this drain adapter. Once that goes in, it'll drain water right into your bucket. Not much water is going to come out of the hose. You might have to leave it hanging here for maybe 20-30 seconds at most. Once the hose is done draining, you can put it aside, collect your adapter, and repeat the process for the head unit. For the head unit, much easier to take out the reservoir and first empty that. This one holds a lot of water, so best to empty that first, and it'll make draining the head unit a lot quicker. You can set the reservoir aside, and before inserting the drain plug here, I first like to tip over the head unit and get any water that's been pooling down by the reservoir here. Once that's empty, there's just a little bit of water that'll sit there. Then you can go ahead and plug in your drain adapter. With the drain adapter plugged into the head unit, you'll start getting a little water right off the bat dripping out, so it's best to have your bucket handy with the head unit over top. And then it's probably going to take a good minute or so to fully drain. So if you have the head unit unplugged from the power cord, you can sit it upside down over top of the bucket, hands free, and let this thing have time to drain. Once the head unit has fully drained, retrieve your drain plug, and it's time to move on to the mattress topper. For the topper, you have a couple of options. The most obvious might be hanging it from your curtain rod in your bathroom, letting it drain into the tub. But if your curtain rod is one of those that is just held in place by compression, this topper, when full of water, is quite heavy. So you can always finish off with this method, but hanging it over a door, you could pretty much get like a 60-40 split. So the majority of the topper hangs over the front of the door, and will drain right into the bucket. And you guessed it, draining the topper is just as simple as draining the other items. You just plug in this drain adapter and the water will come right out. You'll find when draining the topper, there's a lot of material that hangs in front of the drain plug that can get in the way. If you want to be hands-free and let this sit for a while, because the topper probably does take the longest out of everything to drain, I like to use a clip like this. You can grab both layers of material in the clip and find a place up top, or like this tag usually works really well. If you get the tag under the clip, it'll keep everything up and out of the way of the plug, so you can walk away and let this thing drain. I timed it at about 4 minutes for what I would say is 60% of the topper to drain into the pail. Once that's done, you can hang it by its end on 2 pan hangers. You can see the door is higher than the shower curtain rod, so I'm going with the door. And now, because of the length of the topper, there's too much material. It's bunched up here. But what's happening now is, at least now that the topper is a lot less heavy because most of the water is drained, the hangers are able to support it. Any water that was left in this 40% is going to slowly trickle down. You won't see anything exiting right off the bat. It's going to make its way down through the bottom half of the topper, and eventually it's going to leak down into the bucket. Once in a while you can check back in, lift up on the topper, see if there's any water that got caught right there. That was water that probably got caught in the folds. That'll drain out. Then let it sit back down and come back and do that a couple times. Probably going to take a total of 4 more minutes to get that bottom half drained. Mattress topper is fully drained and back on the bed. Let me show you how much water comes out of a full unit and topper. Point down there, that's the water line that we filled. Not a whole lot. If you don't have a massive Home Depot pail, you can get away with something much smaller, but I do recommend a larger pail. Just makes it easier. You make sure to catch all the water with no spillage. Now we can snap the hose into the topper and back into the head unit. Plug the Chilipad back in. Start fresh by adding 1 tablespoon of that 3% hydrogen peroxide, and then top it up with distilled water. It should take about 1 gallon. While you start filling, the machine's going to kick on and drive a lot of that water through the lines, so you just need to stay put, sit around, and top it up as necessary as the water level goes down. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful and it makes the cleaning process of your Chilipad a little less daunting. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I love reading them. I always make sure to reply, and hearing from you guys that my videos might have helped you out really means a lot. And if you want to make sure not to miss all my other mattress cooling videos, hit that subscribe button up top. And definitely check this video out here where I compare the water-cooled Chilipad with Perfectly Snug's air-cooled mattress topper. And I'll see you guys in the next video.